Santa Baby by Jonathan Stutzman. There were only 4 days until Christmas, and Santa Claus was feeling old. Santa was old, of course. He had been Santa for hundreds and hundreds of years. But this year, his beard seemed whiter, his wrinkles more wrinkly, his belly less jolly and more jelly. Every year it was the same, wrangling the reindeer, climbing rooftops and chimneys, lugging and reaching and bending and stooping to deliver all those presents. And it had taken a toll on Santa. Crack! For the first time in centuries, Santa Claus didn't feel the Christmas spirit. He felt only the ache of his body. Ho, ho, ow! Santa tried to be jolly, but holiday festivities only made his feet, knees, back, ears, face, and fingers hurt. Santa was sour and sore, but all the children in the entire world were counting on him. So he did something he had never done before. He called upon the magic of Christmas and made a wish. Make me young again. And younger he grew. What? Whoomp. And younger? Wow. Whoomp. And just right. Whoa. Whoomp. And too young. Whatever. Until Santa was a baby. Mama? Santa Baby tried to calm the elves. He explained what happened, then laid out an easy 3-step plan for how to change himself back to normal. But all the elves heard was, gaga goo goo gaga goo goo, goo 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 gaga goo goo. Christmas was in serious trouble. There were 3 days until Christmas, and the elves decided to run Santa Baby through some tests to see which Santa skills he still had. They started with the ones essential to a successful Christmas: driving the sleigh, going up and down chimneys, delivering gifts. It was worse than the elves had imagined. Much, no! Worse. Zoom! So, they tried something easier. They gave Santa Baby his list to check. But instead of checking it, he chewed his list. He chewed it twice. The elves did not think this was very nice. Actually, they found it quite naughty. Finally, the elves tried the easiest test they could think of. Repeat after me. Ho, ho, ho. Goo, goo, gaga. Santa Baby did not pass. There were 2 days until Christmas, and the elves were desperate. If they were to save Christmas, Santa Baby had to grow up, and fast. Vegetables, they thought. That would help him grow. But Santa Baby did not want to eat any vegetables. Eat your num-nums. No! The only num-nums Santa Baby wanted were cookies. What about milk? Santa Baby loved milk. But the only thing that grew was his diaper. Wee wee. Christmas was doomed. It was Christmas Eve, and all the elves' ideas had failed. Whispers swirled through the North Pole that Christmas would have to be canceled. Santa Baby considered giving up, but then he thought about all the children who would wake the next morning with empty stockings and no presents under their trees. So, Santa Baby stood up and put on his big boy cap. He knew he had to try. Santa! He gathered the elves and laid out another plan. He spoke slower this time, with great passion, and used hand-drawn diagrams for the visual learners. Gaga, goo, goo, mama. And then, concentrating his very, very hardest, Santa Baby babbled the 3 little words he knew would inspire the elves. Ho, ho, ho. Cheers erupted across the North Pole. With renewed hope, the elves sprang into action. As the clock struck midnight, the elves loaded the final gifts onto the sleigh and buckled Santa Baby into his safety-approved sleigh seat. Off like a flash, the sleigh shot into the night. From house to house they dashed. The presents were placed, the stockings were stuffed, every num-num was eaten. Everything was going so well. Santa Baby felt like Santa again. But then Santa Baby stumbled and tumbled and hurried down the chimney in fright. Santa Baby bumped his bottom and began to cry. He cried with the fury of 1,000 carolers. When Santa Baby opened his eyes, a girl was there. In her hands, she held a gift she had been given on her first Christmas, a gift she cherished more than anything, a gift she gave to Santa Baby. In the soft twinkle of tree light, in the arms of a kind child, Santa Baby felt the beauty and wonder of Christmas again, as if for the first time. And before he knew it, whoomp, 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 Santa was Santa again. Merry, old, achy Santa. His beard was white, his wrinkles wrinkly, his belly jelly but jolly. Santa, it's you! In all the Christmases through all the centuries he had lived, Santa had never felt more full of life. And as he flew off into the frosted night, Santa made another wish, not for himself, but for everyone. No matter how young you are or how old you feel, may you experience the wonder of Christmas as if for the first time, again and again and again.